Hi guys, this is Vidas. I'm so delighted to be able to stream live in the church for the first time using just my phone. No computer today. I'm using 6 devices, 2 cameras, one for one for basically talking and one for playing right here when we'll need it. And I'm using a mixer. I'm using Rode Wireless Go for my talking. I'm using for superior sound of organ with Zoom H4n Pro. That's 5, and all of it goes into Roland Go Livecast mixer or live streaming hardware, which is connected to the iPad, which is on the music rack. I'm so delighted to be able to do this. I ran many tests at home in the church, and I'd like to especially thank Jerry Martin, who helped me decipher the intricacies of this technology and really experiment with gains and volume levels and recording levels, sensibility, and how to get superior sound, and for my speech and for the organ sound with echo and reverberation. You will hear in a minute. It will be just amazing sound. All right. So the goal for today is live streaming and teaching you 11 steps of mastering amazing Chaconne by Dieterich Buxtehude in C minor. I played this piece from home during, I think, on the Bench with Vidas series episode number 10, if you want to check. So it's fresh under my fingers, and I decided to teach you the steps so that other people could really master it, because a lot of people said this Chaconne was their favorite from entire program. Wonderful. So are you ready? Let's see how our chat is going. If you have let's see. Yeah, I should be able to see even comments. If you are in the live chat, say hello so that I would see your live chat, okay? Wonderful. Excellent. So now let's do this properly. This Chaconne, I'm not going to play it entire thing from the beginning, because you will hear step-by-step approach. But this Chaconne has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, and in each page there are 5 lines. In each line there are 4 or 5 measures, right? And the meter is 3/4 meter. So the first step is going to be basically very lovely practice of stopping every beat, 3/4 meter. Okay, that will be step 1. In 3/4 meter I will stop 3 times per measure. I will demonstrate it, a few variations. Okay, let's go. I'm playing principal 8 registration here. Let's go. Okay, that was step number 1. I stopped at the beginning of every beat. And when I'm stopping, I have to look what's ahead of me, prepare for the next beat, and play it in the concert tempo, and then stop again. That's very important. And do this step until I can play it 3 times in a row without mistakes. Usually people go to the next step too soon, and therefore they never master the piece, or it becomes sloppy or too difficult, right? With this method, it's not too difficult because you do really, really slowly. If you cannot do and stop at the beginning of every beat, you can even subdivide and do step 0, preliminary step, stopping at every 8th note, twice per beat. That's possible. But always 3 times in a row without mistakes. Okay? Step 2 would be to double the fragment, right? In 4/4 meter, I would stop every half note, but this is 3/4 meter, so the measure doesn't really divide into 2, right? So basically, what we need, maybe we need to, let's see. Yeah, maybe we need to stop at the beginning of every measure. That would be better. So there are no comments yet in the live chat. I'm wondering whether people are not watching it live, or my software isn't working that I'm using, Roland Go Livecast. I have to double check. Maybe if you are live, say hello so that I would know, okay, that you are live, and I will later rewatch the live stream and then see what's going on. Okay, excellent. Let's demonstrate step 2, stopping at the beginning of every measure. Okay, that was step 2, stopping at the beginning of every measure. Step number 3 would be to double the fragment and stop at the beginning of every 2 measures. Okay, let's demonstrate that. Okay, the next step, number 4, would be to stop at the beginning of every 4 measures. Basically, since this Chaconne theme is 4 measures, so I could really start and stop at the beginning of every new theme. Okay, that's fun. Let's do this. Okay. The next step would be to double the fragment and do entire line. Sometimes there are 5 or even 6 measures per line. So now we'll stop at the beginning of every line. But remember not to go on to the next step unless you're ready to play the previous one 3 times in a row without mistakes, very fluently. Okay? Let's do this. Okay, this is getting more fluent now. So let's double the fragment and let's do 2 lines in a row, right? Twice per page, basically. Or, well, not necessarily. Maybe there are 5 lines per page in this edition that I'm playing from. Let me show you the layout here. One, two, three, four, 5, and therefore maybe we'll stop after 2nd line, after 4th line, and then at the beginning of the last line, 3 times per page, just to be sure we're not rushing anywhere. Okay, let's go. Okay, the next step is obviously to stop after 4 lines. Now really twice per page. Let's do this. Okay, so that was the step where I stopped at the beginning of every 4 lines. After 4 lines, basically. Now let's do the next step and start and stop at the beginning of every page. Really fun exercise. Are you enjoying? Let's see if there are any comments. Oh, Fraser, it's working. Don't worry, I'm watching and listening passively. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you, Fraser. My tens of hours of trials and tribulations are not in vain. Thank you so much to, of course, to Jerry Martin, who really graciously helped me with testing and feedback. He gave me feedback. I would record something from home or the church and send it to him, and then we both listened and discussed what could be better until I got the perfect sound from my speech, and of course the perfect sound for my piano from home. And then today I suddenly discovered beautiful sounds on the organ with beautiful reverberation. Yes, that's amazing, right? And no computer, it's just 2 cameras, one for face and another is on the side next to me for playing, and a bunch of cords, of course, and adapters, but still no computer. I wish it was all wireless, that would be wonderful, but maybe in the near future something will be discovered and invented. Okay, so where are we stopping now? Let's do the next step, stopping at F at the beginning of every page. So let's recap. Step 1 is after each beat, yes. Step 2 at the beginning of every measure. Step 3 at the beginning of every 2 measures. Step 4 at the beginning of every 4 measures. Step 5 at the beginning of every line. Step 6 at the beginning of every 2 lines. Step 7 at the beginning of every 4 lines, right? And we did just step 7, and now step 8 at the beginning of every page. Let's do this. Wonderful. And hello, Niels, I see you. Wonderful. Thank you, Niels, for a nice comment. Yes, it sounds really lovely. This was step 8. I was stopping at the beginning of every page, right? So while Fraser is still here, I'd like everyone to visit his channel from yesterday's live stream. French classics, right? Over 2 hours of wonderful music. He not only improvised but also played and sight-read some exciting French repertoire, among others 2 big toccatas by French masters. I'll leave you to discover for yourself what they are. Wonderful sound. He used Nancy Cathedral sample set, amazing acoustics. I love this organ. Even on his old crashing computer it worked. So, but hopefully he will be able to raise the funds for the new computer. Everyone should check out this live stream from Fraser. Okay, French classics. And now let's go to step 9, stopping at the beginning of every 2 pages now. Every 2 pages. There are 6 pages in this piece, so there are basically 3 stops per Chaconne. Let's do this. Okay, I'll switch camera and we'll be ready to go to step 10. Yeah, penultimate step every 4 pages. Yes, that was step 10, stopping at the beginning of every 4 pages, twice per piece. And the last step, are you ready? Is to play entire piece without stopping. And for this, I think I'm going to increase the registration, switch the camera, increase principle 8, 16, 4, 3, 2, and mixture. Yeah, and even forfeit in the pedals and posaune in the pedals too. Maybe no pedal coupler for this. Let's go. Wonderful. I hope you will enjoy the last step and beautiful, beautiful reverberation of this church.